Everything you cling to today will be the blade that cuts you tomorrow. You call it love. I call it a delusion. Look at the people around you. Look at how they desperately cling to their partners, suffocating them with expectations, demanding constant reassurance, tracking their locations, checking their phones. This is not love. This is a hostage situation. Modern romance is nothing but an emotional transaction, a desperate exchange of dopamine to fill the void inside you. You use another human being as a psychological band-aid because you are too terrified to sit alone in a silent room. When the transaction fails, when they finally realize you are just feeding off their energy and they walk away, you collapse. You claim your heart is broken. Pathetic. Your heart isn't broken. You are just suffering from chemical withdrawal. You traded your inner peace for temporary validation, and now you are paying the ultimate tax. Society has brainwashed you with fairy tales and Hollywood garbage, convincing you that you need a soulmate to be whole. You don't need a soulmate. You need a spine. You need to look in the mirror and realize that relying on someone else for your happiness is the ultimate form of self-betrayal. By placing your emotional stability in the hands of a flawed, unpredictable human being, you have willingly walked into a slaughterhouse and handed them the knife. True power begins when you look at the person you love the most and silently accept, I love you, but I do not need you. If you leave, I will survive. If you betray me, I will rebuild. That is not toxic. That is ultimate emotional sovereignty. Here is the ultimate truth they refuse to teach you in school, in church, or in those pathetic self-help books. You own nothing, and no one belongs to you. Your partner, your friends, your children, your house, your bank account, they are merely guests passing through your life. Borrowed items from the universe. You do not own them. You never did. So why do you act like a creditor when the universe inevitably asks for its property back? The suffering you feel when someone leaves or something is lost isn't born from love. It is born from the arrogant illusion of ownership. You scream at the sky, asking, why me? Why did they leave me? Because they were never yours to keep. The Stoic master Epictetus said it best, never say of anything, I have lost it, but, I have returned it. Is your child dead? It is returned. Is your wife dead? She is returned. Has your estate been taken away? That likewise is returned. When you grasp tightly, you bleed. When you try to hold water in a clenched fist, it slips through your fingers. When you let go, you become untouchable. Think about the energy you waste trying to control people. The jealousy, the arguments, the silent treatments. All of it stems from the delusion that you can possess a living, breathing creature. You cannot. People will change their minds. They will fall out of love. They will find someone else. Or they will simply pass away. If you attach your identity to their presence, you will die 1,000 deaths before your actual funeral. The moment you accept that everything is temporary, you stop surviving and start living. When you place your happiness in the hands of another human being, you have willingly handed over the keys to your own prison. Look at the modern man. He begs for attention. He compromises his core values to keep a woman who is already looking for the exit. He stays in toxic relationships because he is paralyzed by the fear of being alone. He becomes a lapdog, sacrificing his ambition, his friends, and his self-respect, just to maintain the illusion of a happy relationship. The weak need others to feel complete. A true Stoic, a sovereign individual, is completely whole in isolation. If someone enters your life, they are an addition, not a foundation. They are a luxury, not a necessity. If they leave, the citadel remains standing, unshaken, unbothered. You must build your mental fortress so strong that a breakup, a divorce, or a betrayal feels like a gentle breeze against a titanium wall. It might cause a slight chill, but it will never compromise the structure. Do you understand the sheer, terrifying power of a man who does not need anyone? A man who can walk away from a toxic situation without a second thought because his happiness is generated internally. Society fears this man. Women respect this man. The corporate world bows to this man. Because he cannot be manipulated. You cannot threaten to take away something from a man who has already accepted that he owns nothing. Stop acting like a beggar at the banquet of life. Reclaim your keys. Unlock the cell. Walk out. This is your wake-up call. Love without clinging. Care without possessing. Look at the person next to you right now, or the person you desire the most, and accept the brutal reality: they might betray you, they might leave, or they might die tomorrow. This realization is not meant to break you into a state of depression. It is meant to liberate you. It frees you to appreciate the present moment without becoming an emotional slave to the future. When you know something is temporary, you appreciate its beauty entirely. You don't take it for granted. You don't waste time arguing over trivial nonsense. You love them fiercely today, because tomorrow is a myth. Strip away your attachments. Embrace the void. Because only when you are completely detached, do you become truly free. Let them do whatever they want. Let them text whoever they want. Let them leave if they want to leave. Your focus should be so intensely locked on your own mission, your own growth, your own empire, that the actions of others become irrelevant background noise. You are not here to play a supporting role in someone else's movie. You are the director of your own fate. Wipe your tears. Stand up straight. The weak will call you cold. The broken will call you heartless. But those who understand, those who have walked through the fire, will call you a master. Love deeply, but trust only yourself.